Hi everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Carrie. Tonight we're going to make a dish with Zoodles. Zoodles are zucchini noodles. They're a great substitute for regular pasta. Super good for you. You can buy these in the produce department in small containers. Publix and all your stores will buzz them up for you. You can purchase them in the frozen foods department, which they have a little more moisture in them. Or you can use the spiralizer and make fancy Zoodles at home, which is what I did. We're going to do a Thai curry meatball over Zoodles. So we've got my pan heating to medium. This is going to be the makings of the sauce. We're going to put about 2 tablespoons of oil in here. And just let that start to get up to temp. And I'm using a green curry paste. You can buy this in any grocery store in the international aisle. They're little small jars, or you can buy it in any Asian market. This is a really nice, very fragrant curry. We're going to use this and coconut milk to build our sauce. So we're going to let this come up just a little bit warmer, and then we're going to add our green curry paste into our oil. And we're just going to let that's about 3 tablespoons. We're going to let that bloom. Just kind of get really nice and fragrant before we add our coconut milk. And I'm using a full fat coconut milk. Again, it's just canned, available in any grocery store. You want to shake this up really, really good because the solids in it get settled in the bottom. And we'll just open our cans. This will get added into our curry. It's a super simple dish. Should come together in about 20-25 minutes total. It's not overly spicy, but it's not super mild either. I rinse the coconut milk off my hands real quick. So our curry's starting to bloom a little bit. Smells pretty amazing already. And you can see that it's just the paste and the oil. Give that another minute or two, and then we'll add our coconut milk in. I'm going to put just a little bit of carrot in here. It's just fresh carrot on the bias. So just cut it real thin. It's just going to give us a little more texture, a little bit more color in our dish. Starting to smell real good. We'll add our coconut milk. It's 2 15-ounce cans. Just incorporate that in with the curry. Just becomes a really nice light pale green color. I'm just going to want to continue to heat that through. And then our meatballs in this recipe are just a regular frozen meatball, 14-ounce package. Stay away from the Italian seasoned ones, just get the original meatballs. You could use a turkey meatball if you wanted. And these are completely defrosted. So we're just going to get that ready to go. Set that aside. I'm going to get to work on this other carrot real quick. And I just peeled organic carrots. All right.
Did you say chicken?
I did not say chicken. Apollo, I did not say chicken. I said carrots. Do you like carrots? Okay, so my buddy Apollo's helping me with dinner tonight. Because he helps me with dinner pretty much every night. Alright, my sauce is coming together. The little bit of solids that were left in the coconut milk are starting to melt out and incorporate into the curry. sauce is getting nice and warm. And I'm going to add my meatballs in the sauce, careful not to splash. And they're thawed. They're fully cooked, so we just need to heat them through. It should take about 3 to 5 minutes. Oh, I said meatball. Is that your alter ego? Meatball? I'll save you one. I promise. All right. So we're gonna let those start to heat up. And I'm gonna pop my carrots in. And they'll soften just a little bit as the meatballs heat. Then in my other pan, I'm heating this up for my zoodles. And they don't take long to cook. They do have a lot of moisture in them and zucchini. So as they cook, they're gonna release moisture. So the longer you cook them, 4 or 5 minutes, the more moisture is gonna reduce and evaporate. You don't want a soggy zoodle. You can eat them raw. There's nothing wrong with that. But I like them heated just a little bit. They resemble kind of an al dente pasta. We're going to put a tablespoon of oil in our zoodle pan. Once it gets warm, we're going to add in our zoodles. This is about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of zucchini that I did. It was 4 decent sized zucchinis that I spiralized. Be equal to about 2 of the containers. Easy enough to cut the zoodles down by half. Only do half the zoodles at a time so that you're not storing additional servings if you didn't want to eat it all at once. So this pan's pretty hot. And we're going to add our zoodles in. And that's just on medium. And we're just going to kind of get a nice little stir fry on there. I definitely didn't call you stir fry. Just a little hit of kosher salt and pepper. And this dish is going to come together super, super quick. Something. Okay. And our meatballs are simmering. They'll just be a couple more minutes and they'll be heated through. And then when this is all put together, we're going to take our zoodles and we're going to put them in a serving bowl. We're going to top it with the meatballs and the sauce, and we're going to garnish it, and we'll have dinner on the table. All in all, about 20 minutes tops. And this is a meal in and of itself, but you could easily pair it with a small salad, with just a rice wine vinaigrette, a little bit of Asian dressing, some ginger, some soy, some carrot. Or you can just save room for dessert. This is a nice low-carb pasta alternative. Lots of bold flavors. The zoodles are leaching out some moisture, which is good. They're getting pretty vibrant green. It's going to be a pretty dish when we're done. Now our garnish for this, once we've got our dish plated, you can use a Thai red chili. I just did a little red chili pepper. This is really hot. I've got some scallion. I have black and white sesame seeds. I've got some fresh basil, some fresh cilantro, and some lime wedges. Noodles are about done. And our meatballs are close to heated through. I'm just going to take the small serving bowl. These are the longest zoodles on planet Earth. That one we're going to persuade to break into two, maybe. How about that? So it's kind of going to be like drawing straws, the one with the longest zoodle wins. Guess I didn't realize when I was spiralizing they were just going and going forever. Slide that up the heat a little bit. And it looks like our sauce is about done. Start plating some meatballs. Finding some of those pretty carrots in there. And we'll take a ladle and hit it with some sauce. Do about 6 meatballs per serving. A little bit of that pretty curry sauce we've got. And Dave likes it pretty saucy, so we'll give him a little extra sauce. He's the best cameraman ever, by the way. And then we're going to take and we're just going to put a couple of our chilies on here. And I took the seeds out, so they're not as deadly as they could be. A little bit of julienne green onion. Little white sesame seeds. Little black sesame seed. I'm just going to grab a couple leaves of this basil. If you remember from a prior episode, we took our basil and we rolled it up. That was on the pasta episode, I think. We just did a real quick chiffonade on it. Roll it up and cut it into little tiny ribbons. And we're just going to take a little bit of cilantro. Just pop that on top whole. And that, my friends, is our Thai meatball curry. We're all set to eat. Did you hear me say eat, Apollo? Dinner time. All right, we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks and enjoy. Bye.